expecting the unexpected. Oh, we're always surprised when something happens when we weren't expecting it. But life is full of surprises and things we never expected. Some of them may be good, some of them may be bad. But whatever happens, if you are always ready to accept the unexpected, then maybe in your life you won't have so many disappointments. Because some of the times the disappointments in our life come from the fact we're expecting things that aren't going to ever happen. They weren't meant to happen. But because we set ourselves up for expecting these things to happen, when they don't, we get disappointed. And we get dejected. And we may even get depressed. But we can't live our lives always saying that we're looking for things that we know are going to happen, that are going to be under our control. And many times in life, it's those unexpected things that make the biggest difference in our life. Whether they be good or bad, it's how we respond to them. And do they make us a different person because of the way we've responded to them? When Jesus came to walk this earth, and he chose his 12 simple apostles, fishermen, mostly uneducated, seeking a kingdom that was of this world, they weren't expecting to see Jesus as the king that he said he was. And then many times they were disappointed because he wasn't living up to their ideas of who a king should be. Oh, a king. He was going to rule the universe, and he was going to sit on the throne, and he would have a crown. This is the kind of king that they thought they were expecting. But Jesus came as a surprise to their idea of kingship. His idea of a king was not one of power and glory, but one of humility and service. And the apostles weren't looking for that. And when Jesus came, his throne was not going to be a throne of gold and silver and jewels and gems. His throne was going to be a cross of misery and horror. And his kingdom was not going to become walled around with magnificent buildings. No, his kingdom was going to be a kingdom of us. Ordinary people who walk this planet side by side, each beating a building block, a brick in that kingdom of God. And his kingdom was not going to be built on precedents of arrogance and power and control. No, Jesus' kingdom was a kingdom of humility, simplicity, caring, loving, concern for all, even the outcasts of society, and mainly the outcasts in society. Yes, he was coming as a shepherd, and we are his sheep. He was coming as someone who is the light in our darkness in a world full of sin, hatred, and despair. Yes, Jesus came as a king, but he came as the unexpected king. A king that wasn't what they were thinking of, but a king that offered so much more than what they could have ever imagined. And our question to us today is, what do we think about our king? And who is the king in our life? And are we willing to follow that king into his kingdom and take what it takes to become one brick in that building of that kingdom? Yes, it's up to us to choose to follow the King of Kings or be stuck with control, power, greed of what the material has to offer to us. It's your choice.